I'm Jonathan Pickup. I've been teaching Vectorworks for quite a while now. Now, one of the issues that's come up with me is the creation of a countertop with a sink in it. Now, I think it's reasonably straightforward because I use a floor object, and with the floor object, I can then just trace the sink. If I look in top plan view, I've actually traced over the edges of the sink, used the subtract solid, and it's created a hole for me just where I need it. Now, the downside of all of this is that while I've got my sink in the right location and I've got my hole in my bench or my countertop in the correct location, the problem is when I look at the cabinet, I've got this part of the cabinet sticking through my sink. Now, I think this is reasonably easy to solve if you know how to use the cabinet tool. So let's just have a look. Let's go to our settings. Let's go to our cabinet settings. And we need to look at the general and the cabinet box. This controls the construction of your box. That is the carcass, is what we call the carcass. So this is where we've got the kicks and we've got the toe trim and all the rest of it. Now, this particular box has stretchers. And if I choose to have a vertical front stretcher, it'll turn that stretcher vertically. Now, what do I mean by that? Let's make this object into a group. And then we'll step inside the group and we'll see it without looking at the other parts. And you can see there's the stretcher here. Let's make that stretcher horizontal. And you'll see the change. There's the horizontal stretcher. Now, if I make that stretcher vertical, it still gives the same strength to the cabinet. But because it's vertical, when we exit the group, you won't see that stretcher going through the sink. And that's how you solve the problem. Now, I did say, now because I made this into a group, it came to the front. I'm just going to ungroup it, send it to the back again, and there's my sink. Now, I did say that you can move the sink hole with the reshape tool. If I double click on my floor, there's my original 2D polygon. If I select it and select the reshape tool, I can drag my marquee around that object and it selects all of those handles inside that marquee. Then I can use my move command and I can move that wherever I need to move it. Really quick. It's just a nice little trick. So there it is. That's how you get the sink to look properly. It doesn't have the cabinet running through the sink looking like dirty water, and it also hasn't got that stretcher half through the sink as well. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to become a member of my YouTube channel. You'll find dozens of movies in there that only members get access to. See you later.